So tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin the Geek Bros, episode 141, we've got Netflix, The Harder They Fall review, Netflix, Arcane, League of Legends review, Netflix, Lost in Space Season 3 teaser review. Is a feud between The Rock and Vin Diesel over? Mighty Ducks series Season 2 won't include Emilio Estevez? Expectations for Disney Plus Day. Morbius Trailer 2 reaction. Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie has been delayed. Mattel wanted its remote workers to be okay with regular surprise visits from the boss. Black Panther Wakanda Forever shuts down production. A new question of the day, and Star Wars Visions Episode 5 review. Yay. All this and more in this week's episode. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes. Keepin the Geek Bros podcast. I'm Vibe, and with me is Man, and we are the hosts of Keepin the Geek Bros, a family podcast, allegedly. All right.
So, Vibe, what's on your mind?
That's
not the
next
not
thing
it.
at all. Not even close. I literally,
what's
all
going
this
on
new template, it has his name. He went right to the
I
bronze.
did this the last
again.
time.
You did do this the last time.
Yeah,
if you want to ask that question, I'll switch it up. I have no problem.
What's going on with the Geek Bros?
Well, the Geek Bros has finally released its Venom 2 review, which is just as fun, if not funnier, than our Black Widow review. It's out there. You even get a cameo from Jason, the editor. He's a great guy. You should check him out. And
do we pay him?
No, we don't.
Oh, no, okay.
We
I just wanted to make sure because I didn't like his attitude.
You'll see his real world footage is in black and white because his world is black and white. So but yeah, it's a great episode. It's funnier in my opinion than the Black Widow. Black Widow, we're just feeling ourselves out, that's what she said. But this one, we really hit our groove. So check it out. It's really fun. I say it's a short one. That's what she said. It's not a short one. With all the jokes and all the editing, it's still a 20-minute review. It's great. So check it out. It's finally out there. I'm excited. Coming up is, of course, Dune and the Eternals and Free Guy. And yes, I think Shang-Chi, because eventually he's going to watch Shang-Chi. So there's a few coming up the line. I can't say the episode's going to be weekly or bi-weekly, but at least every month you get a brand new original recipe web series with myself and Man, because we can
definitely say when there's an interesting enough movie.
Yes.
Because right now there's it's kind of stagnant. There's not really much out there right now.
Very true, but because it's kind of our job, we'll cover these things.
Sacred duty,
excuse me. Yes. Sacred duty charged by the gods above, plural. So look forward to that. So definitely check it out. Venom 2, we'd love to hear what you guys think. It's back to form. The editing is on point. The effects are on point. We are back to the way it is. So check it out. Now, Gent. Well, first, Gent, what are you drinking?
Oh, it's my, same thing I always do. My Crown Royal.
you want to mix it up? So in honor, I'm having in my King cup. You guys can't wait. Can you see it? My King cup. There it is. Whatever. I'm having a delightful, refreshing amaretto sour. So that's amaretto with sour mix on the rocks because it was room temperature. Something we used to do in the old days too. Have a drink. So since we're doing it remotely,
I'm loving it.
And that's right. So besides the drinking, what's on your mind?
Work sucks.
Okay, tell me something I didn't hear before.
It's just getting worse. I'm actually currently on a 4-day vacay that ends tomorrow.
So why aren't we going to the movies?
Because I've been with the girls because
reasons.
Their mom had a birthday, so shout out to her. Yeah.
But
anyway,
so shouldn't she want them on her birthday?
That's not some people aren't like that, man. They
Because I mean that's
they
what the
like
courts do. The courts say that if the children should be with the parent on their birthday unless they choose not to, but like legally that's how that goes.
Yeah, but not everybody's whatever. So yeah, I've been with them. I'm still with them. They're somewhere over there.
Allegedly. Yeah.
I think they're alive. They should be.
That works. That's all you gotta tell the cops.
I've been what did I just finish watching?
Everything apparently.
Yeah.
Do this outline. Apparently everything.
I rewatched Venom 2 and I still hold true to.
You rewatched it where? When? You went to the theaters again?
I got my ways to watch stuff.
We here on the Keepin let's condone whatever he's insinuating. Carry on.
I'm just saying I watched it again and I stand hard.
Why would you want to watch it again though?
It was just something to do. I was up at like 8 o'clock this morning and I was like, whatever.
Okay.
So I saw that. I saw the show that's on Arcane League of Legends, which I'll talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
I started watching Big Mouth season 4.
Okay, I thought he was just gonna relist the entire topics for this episode again.
No. I mean everything that I put on there I did watch.
He's got a lot of time on his hands because he doesn't hang out with me, that's for sure.
I had a lot of you were at work. I mean, I was at home like a little lost boy. I did laundry, all that stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched The Harder They Fall. What else did I watch today? I did a lot of stuff today.
So this is what's on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, listen, nothing's going on in my life besides just looking for a way out of my job and taking care of my kids. And yeah,
nothing's going on in my life except me trying to find a way out of it. That's basically
looking for my escape, man. That's all I'm doing.
Well, for me, Santa's Enchanted Forest, for those of you who live in South Florida, is back. It's in Hialeah Park.
I saw your clips there, buddy. You didn't look too happy at the end there.
No, unfortunately, this is a tradition that started in 2007, 2008 with me and my kids. Now we're 2021, so I would say that I'm biased because we've been at the same location for well over a decade. So this is a new location. It's back after the pandemic, and it's just not the same. It's smaller. None of the vendors that we were accustomed to over the years came back. None of the treats that we were accustomed over the years came back. The rides, except for two that is part of our tradition, came back. It's Santa's Enchanted Forest in name and by decoration, but everything that we expected isn't there. It's closer. The parking is more odd, but we got there and the boys and I were pretty much done in 40 minutes. We didn't go on any rides. We had to go searching for food that we would like. The highlight of my night was the deep fried taco. That was pretty good. And it was a nice experiment to eat the deep fried honey. Other than that, the food was unimpressive. It was just, we were just sad. That's all I can say. We weren't thrilled. And the sad part is, this is our last year doing this. It is a whole once a week, every week thing. And the worst part of it is we have a season pass. So we're going to have to keep going. We're going to have to find the joy in it. But it is not the same. And I like to think it's the bias. But we're going to keep going once a week, every week till the place closes. So I'll keep giving you guys postings all about that. Other than that, I wasn't technically not single before, but I'm definitely re-single again. So that's over and done with. Not anything happened. I just haven't heard from the chick in a week. So I'm on this whole, I give you the same energy you give me. If you're going to disappear or you're going to say I'm too busy, then I'm not going to give you the same energy. So
have you contacted the police? No. Why? Should I she might be a missing person, man.
You're right. I should send what's it called? A
Raven?
A welfare check? Send a welfare check. But the thing is, I don't know her long enough to care like that. So moving on with my life. All right. So without further ado, episode 141 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to us. It's the right thing to do. We need these numbers. Give me a reason to keep going and keep doing this in 2022 because I am done. Let's move on to the fresh scent
Crescent.
Now, we don't have an approved movie out of the week. There's nothing new that came out yet, so there's nothing there. I am definitely never going to give you guys video games released this week. If Man wants to fill in for that whenever Juancho's not around, it's totally up to him. I've never wanted to give you guys that. That was his thing. So if you want to know what video games are approved this week, Google it. All right, we're moving on to...
If anything, I might do like AAA games. I'm not trying to go down this long list of random games that no one probably ever going to play. But like more important games that have exclusivity and names. I'll probably talk about those. But I'm not going down the list and saying, hey, some game that no one's ever going to play, it's coming out tomorrow. You should get it. Maybe. So think about it.
So that being said, we're going to move straight into the topics. Man, side piece. Take it away, sir.
All right. So this morning, I watched on Netflix the movie The Harder They Fall.
Okay.
And
give us a synopsis. What is it about?
It is
no spoilers. Just give us a synopsis.
It is. I mean, can I talk? No, you want me to talk? Okay.
Spoilers.
Basically, backstory of an outlaw who discovers that his enemy, who killed his parents in his childhood, was being released from prison. So therefore, he reunites with his gang to seek his revenge. This is like a really star-studded cast. It's basically all Black people.
All I saw is Idris Elba, and I'm on board.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors is also in there too.
Oh, Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah. You know who that is? No?
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror, right?
Khan the Conqueror.
Yeah, he was. Conqueror. Yeah. I'm not thrilled. I told you I hated it. I hated him in Loki. Oh my god, but ZZ Beats is in
it. ZZ Beats is in there. Regina King is in there. Lakeith Stanford.
ZZ Beats.
RJ Seiler, Delroy Lindo.
I just found a picture of ZZ Beats, no makeup, hair a mess, and
she's gorgeous.
Love her.
Dion Cole, Mustafa Shakir, Woody McLean, Eddie Gathegi. Like it's star-studded. This ZZ Damon Beats, Wayans.
Why won't you be with me?
Because she's
sorry.
She's famous and she's never heard of you before.
But a lot of famous people date the commoners. They do.
Yeah,
and marry commoners.
We're not in their social networks to meet.
Yet we're working on it. Okay, she's got to come to our podcast or our let's be her barista or something.
Oh, she's lucky. She's out of my age limit. Sorry, can't do it.
How old is she?
30.
Really?
Yep.
Makes sense. But she's
German.
She's 5'6". That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, she's only an inch taller than me. I mean, shoot, if Zendaya can date fucking what's his face, and he's shorter than her, so Tom Holland. All right, cool. Keep going.
But this movie, I loved it. It was
Damon Wayans, isn't it? Damon Wayans Jr.
Damon Wayans Jr. Not Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans.
Oh,
Jr.
Dion Cole is in it too. Yo, check this out,
bro. I just named all of these people while you were just in your
ZZ Beats. Yeah, I was ZZ Beats. I was looking at her. Sorry.
I named all these people, and
I think I found one white guy in the cast.
Well, there's the crazy thing is there's a scene in there. It's a very short scene with white people, but again, you have to watch the movie. But it was a really good movie. I like the storyline. I like what they did.
Dion Cole. Dion Cole is hilarious and Blackish. And in the Old Spice commercials, hilarious.
Oh yeah. So it was really. I just loved everything about this movie. I'm not really into westerns at all, but this put like an urban vibe into it. And it did. I love
Lakeith Stanfield. He's a cool dude.
Oh yeah, the Keith. Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
I liked him in Thank You for Bothering Me or Don't Bother Me or some shit like that. I don't know what it was. It was really good. Or anyway,
I named all these people, but it's hard to bother you.
Sorry, ZZ Beats.
But
now you know how I felt when you were watching fucking football during 2 podcasts.
But I was still interacting. Okay, I gave you a bunch of names,
dude. I just
zoomed over everything. You zoomed over everything.
You forget that I actually have to edit this video afterwards. Excuse me, Jason edits this video afterwards. Okay, and he tells me when you're staring down like this.
Okay, but I was still interacting when you guys needed me to say something. Okay.
Only after I slandered you all over the mic, and then you finally woke up.
Okay, but what about just what happened now? You just there was nothing there. You just went into
That's
Zazie
my
Beetz,
point. I
and that
gave
was
you a
it.
piece of your own, a slice of your
No,
medicine, a
no,
piece of your
no,
medicine, a
definitely not.
taste of your own medicine.
No, you didn't. Definitely not.
All
Anyways,
right, we're moving on, or we're
this
still
movie,
talking?
I definitely approve this movie for people to watch. It recently just came out on Friday on Netflix. It's streaming everywhere on Netflix, so it's definitely not difficult to find. Watch it, please.
I
It
absolutely
was great.
love the fact that they made a sequel to Django Unchained. So, next topic.
Okay, so another Netflix show that I watched today because I was bored out of my mind and I had the time. It is called Arcane: The League of Legends.
Ooh.
Basically, the story
Synopsis.
is yeah. Let me get there. Okay,
I'm just
slow
making
down.
sure you're on top of your game.
I am. I have it. I just opened it right here. Relax. The delicate balance between the rich city of Piltover and the open your mouth for this dick. For the seedy underbelly of Zaun. Tensions between these city-states boil over with the creation of Hex Tech and which is a way for any person to control magical energy, which is being created in Piltover. And in Zaun, they created a new drug called Shimmer, which transforms humans into monsters. The rivalry between the cities splits families and friends as Arcane brings life to the relationships and shape some of the League of Legends famous champions, which includes the characters of the show.
So this is a sequel to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, right, with Sean Connery?
No. I listen. If I could make sense to what this show is about, I would be able. Listen.
So why did you watch 3 episodes?
Because Netflix released this one on Friday. Mm-hmm. It came up into my notifications because every time I see something interesting, I click it, remind me later, whatever, blah, blah. So it came up. I watched it. It only released the first 3 episodes, and then every Friday it will release another episode. I watched
that sucks.
Yeah. So I watched all 3 episodes because I was hoping to have the ability to make sense on what the hell was going on. It gives you very little backstory. To what I'm to understand, because when I looked at futuristic episodes of this show, I think these first 3 episodes are a preamble to what the show is about, which is probably why I don't understand what the hell's going on. So
this is what you call the preface or the prologue in a book.
Because here's the thing: if you further look into it, there episode 1 shows the origin story of 2 of the characters, and then it's a short part of the first episode, and then the other 2 episodes they're a little older. If you look further into this the series and the synopsis, the 2 are older beyond this point. So I don't know. Basically, it's like a Dark Knight meets, and I mean Dark Knight from what the hell's his name?
Christopher Nolan?
Yes, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight series. Is it Christopher Nolan? Yeah, the 3s. Yes. It's that dark. They do curse at points, but it's a mixture of Dark Knight and something sci-fi-ish because goddamn, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I want to be very clear. Did you put this on the outline to sell the series because you're not selling it very well?
No, I'm reviewing it in my opinion because again, I don't know. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just trying to say I watched it. I'm confused. Can somebody help me?
And that's all you need to say. Move on to the next topic. I like that. That's a good way to end it.
Oh shit!
Somebody, what happened?
I keep forgetting to do this. Damn.
Where did you get that exit from?
I keep forgetting to do this. I keep forgetting. All right. So first topic. There you go. Okay. And then this last topic.
I want to make it very clear. This is a podcast first and a YouTube series second.
So if you want to see what I'm doing, then you gotta watch the video.
The majority of the people who listen to us are not caring about what our background looks like.
Here are some of the characters.
Oh, it's animated.
In this show, right? It's a CGI animated show. This individual right here was younger in the first 3 episodes. As you can see here, she's clearly a little bit slightly older.
Why?
She was young. She was like 10.
Okay.
But, whatever. Moving on.
Awesome.
Is The Rock and Vin Diesel, have they finally made up?
Hell
no. Basically,
where's the article coming from?
A lot of them actually. But this one of them that I can remember is IGN.com.
Okay, good stuff.
But I basically wrote like a nice little synopsis, but I'm going to give you a short version of it. If everybody's been paying attention to what's been going on with these two, they've been quarreling with each other since 2016 from the movie. The what is it? The what's the one before Fast 9? No, but the one before Fast 9.
Fast 8?
Yeah, the one before that. Yeah, that
Fast
one.
7?
But it's got a name. No, Fast 8.
No, they don't have any names. They're all just called Furious 7, Fast 5. It was always some kind of. It's always some kind of Fast or Furious. There's no other special name for it. They don't have any other. The only one was Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. That's the only one that ever had a subtitle.
No, this one did.
No, it didn't. They don't have.
It did. I swear to you, it did. I think it's the Legacy. The
what?
Okay, whatever.
Whatever. There is none. I'm telling you. It's either Fast and Furious, Fast, the Fast Saga. That's it. That's all it's ever been.
Okay, so, the 8th installment in this film. Okay,
right.
This is called.
I think it was called Furious 8, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever it's called. So this guy apparently did not appreciate this guy's unprofessionalism on the set because he's too controlling and yada yada yada. So they had an interesting quarrel that went around that was confirmed by a few other cast members. To which this gentleman right here said that he's no longer going to be a part of the Fast and Furious franchise, to the fact that he did his own Hobbs and Shaw movie and said, F you, Vin Diesel, I want to do my own stuff.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't like the studios probably said, hey, listen, would you like to do a spin-off and instead kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure The Rock was all over it. The Rock was like, yes, I'll do that because I don't want to be anywhere near Vin Diesel. But
right,
anyway,
of course.
He sent out
a tweet. That was when Tyrese's bitch was crying. Don't do this.
Right.
Don't do this to the family.
So I'm going to read you the tweet.
At the time.
Yeah, The Rock sent out a tweet in 2016 saying that some conduct themselves as stand-up men and true professionals while others don't. The ones that don't are too chicken shit to do anything about it anyway. Candy asses. When you watch this movie next April and it seems like I'm not acting in some of these scenes and my blood is legit boiling, you're right. That was the year that they were filming The Fate of the Furious. That was the name of it.
You're right. It was a name. Sorry.
When they film it, I should have just read it right here. Anyways, so when they film it, when they finished filming this movie, The Rock was seen thanking everybody except Vin Diesel for a job well done. 2017. Oh no, I'm sorry. In the same year, Michelle Rodriguez confirmed that there was some tension, but stated that it was only a friendly disagreement. In 2017, Tyrese Gibson, who we all love and enjoy, not really, stated that he would quit Fast 9 if The Rock ever returned, and then Then he also sent out he made a statement on IG saying that The Rock was being selfish, and that one of the delays for Fast 9 for one of the delays that caused Fast 9 to be delayed was The Rock himself. And Vin Diesel this entire time was defending The Rock, to which he also said, The Rock in my house to my family is known as Uncle Dwayne. The Rock then thanked Vin Diesel on IG for supporting the 2019 Hobbs and Shaw movie. And recently, Vin Diesel has made a public attempt to squash the beef by stating, I told you years ago, this is also on IG, I told you years ago that I was going to fulfill my promise to Paul Walker, God rest his soul, God rest his peace, Jesus. I swore that we would reach and manifest the best of the Fast in the finale that is number 10. I say this out of love, but you need to show up. Do not leave the franchise idle. You have a very important role to play. Hobbs cannot be played by any other. I hope you would rise to the occasion and fulfill your destiny. The Rock then has said that he again will not come back to the Fast franchise for 10 or 11. He did not make any response to Vin Diesel's IG post that was supposed to end their feud. The only thing The Rock said is, "I will see you on Hobbs and Shaw 2."
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, so their feud obviously has not ended, but Vin Diesel has made its attempts. The Rock is not about it, and he's continuing to film other movies.
And here's the thing about The Rock. He seems like a good guy. He does. And I am allegedly a good guy. And I know that once you cross me to a certain degree, I'm done. And I'm done. As in, like, you can apologize and I'll say, that's great. Apology not accepted. Take care, kind of thing. So, and that's the kind of guy that I am. Once you cross that line with me, you've crossed that line. And I'm pretty much done. No matter what, you can, so I kind of feel like that's probably where he is. He's a good guy. He seems like a good guy, but whatever happened crossed the line, and whatever that line was, he's not coming back from it, unless and the only way I see him being in Fast 10 is if the freaking studios try and sue him or blackball him to try and come back. That's that's the only way I see him in Fast 10. And it'll be at the most smallest role probably that they'll do, probably beginning and end. So I get it.
I also read that was he in Fast 9? He wasn't, right?
At all.
Okay, so in the Fast and Furious saga one that I just mentioned,
right?
The Fate of the Furious. Sorry. If you notice in the movie, I don't remember watching this movie, but it was said, if you notice and you're paying attention, you will not see either one of these two in the same scene.
I think I remember that.
Because of this feud.
I think I remember that.
They're never in the same scene.
And this is what I keep telling everybody. The same junior high school drama exists throughout your entire life. It just pretends to be more mature. This, I refuse to be on set with you. That's some childish bullshit. You see what I'm trying to say? And I understand it, but this is your job. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had at my original job, I had a friend, and me and him stopped being friends. It was for a stupid reason. We stopped being friends, but we still worked in the same building up to 6 years after our friendship ended. Okay. Weekly, we had to talk to each other. We did. We had to talk to each other. Hey, I got to do work. And all right, what do you need? What's up? Hey, Jay, I need this. All right, cool. Listen, can you help me out with this? Cool. We weren't friends anymore. We'll never be friends again, but we work in the same building.
Right.
We have no point. Yeah, I know. We have no point but to associate every once in a while. I'm pretty sure he nor I make it a point to be around, to associate with each other. But if it's work related, it's work related. That's it. So on your job, and I'm not saying anything about you, Vin or Rocky Rock. But what I am saying though is that it's your job, and it's about being professional. And just like in the real world, you're not always gonna like who you work with. So you put that shit aside and you do your job, and that's just how I feel. You also have the choice not to come back. So what I'm saying though is that I'm not saying, oh, Rock, suck it up, you need to come back for Fast 10. What I am saying though is that whole not being in the same scene on a movie set, that's some childish bullshit. You're at work. Do your job, right. Get over and done with. But you can choose to quit your job after you're done. You're fine. You're welcome to. You don't have to work with a person. But as long as you are, you should do your job professionally. That's all I'm saying.
Right. But, and that's pretty much one of the things that Tyrese Gibson was saying back in 2017.
Right.
He said, "Congratulations to The Rock and your brother-in-law, aka $7, producing partner, for making the Fast and Furious franchise about you." So, and it sucks, but there is a form and sense of professionalism that needs to happen, because your job is to entertain the masses.
Correct.
And you're choosing to let your personal ideals get in the way of that, and it is kind of selfish.
I think that Vin Diesel probably threw The Rock under the bus, because he probably knew no matter what he says, he probably knows whatever he did to piss The Rock off is like beyond done. But he's trying to be the bigger man. So to the fans, it looks like he's trying to make The Rock look bad. I don't know. I don't think he really wants him to come back. I think that he's trying to make The Rock look bad. Say, hey, listen, guys, I buried the hatchet. I tried. He's not coming back. It's not me, it's him, kind of thing.
Right.
I'm not saying that Vin Diesel is a piece of shit, but I can see that that's probably what he's doing. saying, listen, you're not gonna be back here again. I tried, guys. Fans, I tried. Whether it was sincere or not. So
yeah, exactly.
Oh well. All right.
That's it. We'll see what happens with the future of the franchise to see if The Rock does show up. Like I said, the only thing that he's admitted to is that he's filming Hobbs and Shaw Part 2. And whenever that starts happening, we will let you know.
All right.
All right. And my next topic, Emilio Estevez. I have yet to have watched this series.
It's fantastic. This article comes from IGN.com as well.
Yes. Everything comes from IGN because everything else is garbage. Emilio Estevez and ABC came into an impasse over the COVID vaccination requirements that went into effect for all production members. It is also said that there were creative differences between, the production team and Emilio Estevez that played a role into the actor separation. After weeks of negotiation, ABC did not renew Estevez for the season 2 and will work around and write over his absence. At the end, apparently, of season 1, there was a love interest with Emilio Estevez, and apparently that's not a thing. That's gonna be like, oh, you thought it was gonna happen, but we're gonna bring in this guy. So yeah, they're just gonna work around it. Apparently, him and his reps didn't want to adhere to their vaccination policies, and he's moving on. Production for season 2 will start in early 2022, and that is it about that. So
that's the sad part about it, is that when you're working with child actors that long of a distance, the kids are going to look significantly older than they did in season 1. You're going to have to somehow make it, you have to give it a time skip. So because if you don't, it looks weird. It really does. It really, really looks weird, because especially if it's supposed to be relatively soon after the first season, because that's the problem with kids. Again, they grow up really fast, and unless you're doing time skips, you're not gonna think. But the thing is, though, is that Emilio Estevez's character was a pretty decent chunk and part of that series. I loved it. I mean, it was a little bit of character assassination for his character, for Gordon Bombay, because Gordon Bombay was in a great spot when we last saw his character, and how he made it to fall so far so hard. They explained it in the series, but I don't buy it at all. However, it was great to see him. It was great to see some of the old Mighty Ducks cast members, spoilers, when they came back. No, Charlie did not come back. That actually, there's a story there, but they didn't tell us what the story is. So yeah. But it's gonna suck for him not to be there for season 2. Now this means I may not watch season 2, because I watched it to further that story. And I like the characters, I like the kids, don't get me wrong. But as it being part of my childhood, I was watching the continuation story of Gordon Bombay, because I always hated Mighty Ducks 3 when Gordon Bombay was sidelined for a new coach in college. He was in the movie, but was he though? Was he really? So I always hated that. So the fact that this came back, I hope, for the love of God, they don't go into the well and try and find the coach who played in part 3 and bring him back. I can see them doing that.
I hope they don't 2.5 men the situation. Did you watch the show?
No, but I know. What, you think they're gonna kill him?
No. What happened in 2.5 Men, the show, was Charlie Sheen was kind of written off, and they brought in
Ashton Kutcher.
Right.
But didn't they kill off his character off screen? They said he died.
I don't think they said he died. I think
they did, because there was an episode where they said, because there was an episode where his actress came and said if she was the goat, she was being possessed by him. I think so. I believe so. Yeah. I think they said he died off camera or something. So, but I don't see how they're going to explain Gordon Bombay's absence, unless they're going to say I don't know. I don't want to think about it. This is a writer's nightmare. That's all I can tell you. Because if I was a writer, I would have said, fuck. you know.
Yeah, I know.
But unfortunately, but at the same time, this is a kids show, and the kids probably don't.
Anything can happen.
Exactly. No, it's a kids show. It's for kids, and the kids aren't really watching this for the. This is the Gordon Bombay's character was for us, to bring back the nostalgia bait for us. It wasn't for us to show. The series is really not for us. So it played lip service, and it did pay homage to the previous movies for us, was not for us. So honestly, now I think about it, they don't give a shit because it's not for us. They hooked whoever they could hook from the past with the first season by this, and that's about it. So I get it. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Are you ever planning on watching the series? It's a cute series, bro. I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm gonna try, but I don't know. I never really got into the Mighty Ducks, so I can't.
Well, I watched all 3 movies over again before I watched this series. I was thrilled.
Yeah, that's probably the only way I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah, I had to lube myself up for it. All right, we're gonna move on to the Cure for Your Common Day.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Trailer number 2.
Sorry.
What?
Charlie Sheen's character, Charlie Harper, was killed by a train in Paris.
Yeah. So I mean, imagine I never watched the series. I just love to hear the train wreck of what it was. So I love how they allegedly they brought back a lookalike, and they only did a back profile, and they teased his return, and they just had a piano fall on him at the final scene of the show. Yeah. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. So that's the shade, as Joe Tar would say, the shade. Shade. Okay, so the Cure for Your Common Day, Morbius, trailer number 2 reaction. We're going to watch this right now, and then we're going to give you our reaction. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited because I'm a dude. You're a dude. We're all dudes. Here we go. Right now, I love they're doing a Kong part 2.
You a doctor? I am a doctor.
Oh, Kong meets Doctor Strange.
I should have died.
Well, then who's the doctor with the legs?
People all over the world have my disease.
What's your disease? Oh, she's hot.
To find a cure, we have to push the boundaries, take the
whatever
risks.
it is, you gotta find the cure.
If you're gonna run, do it now.
Oh my God, Batman Begins! Batman Begins!
Where is she? Retro!
Dr. Michael Morbius, you've been missing for 2 months.
When you're a stranger,
Then you were found on a container ship that washed up off of Long Island.
faces look ugly. When you're alone.
What did you do to yourself?
Oh, Cyrese!
Speaking of which,
I went from dying to being more alive than ever.
It worked.
Not exactly. I have increased strength and speed and some form of bat radar. What else can I do?
This is Batman if things went horribly, horribly wrong. Yeah.
this is Batman when he became the Man Bat.
Limits. There has to be.
There's something inside of me. It wants to hunt and consume blood.
Michael.
When you're a stranger, faces come.
Can you control it?
I don't know.
Half the city wants to kill you.
Remembers your name.
We haven't had anything this good since that thing in San Francisco.
When you're strange.
The other half wants to control you.
Hey, Dr. Mike, you and I should stay in touch.
I'd do anything to save a life, but I don't know what I'm capable of.
You save lives, you don't take them.
Are you here to heal the world? Or to destroy it?
Who the hell are you, man?
I am Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
Okay, all right, that was funny. But here's the thing.
Oh, it was good.
Is Venom that mainstream that he knows the name Venom in this universe?
Apparently, yes. There's some speculation that where'd you go? He disappeared. Okay. There's some speculation that this guy Morbius is in the Tobey Maguire universe of Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because in one part of the preview, you see him walking in an alley, and you see a picture which looks like graffiti, but it's not really graffiti. It's an actual picture of the original Spider-Man, like the costume and everything on the wall. So that's the speculation that he's part of that universe. No one really knows.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, they mentioned San Francisco, and they're that's where Venom is in San Francisco. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. Or maybe it is, or maybe it isn't. Like, I don't get it. It's so this whole, it's like you said, this is reminding me of the X-Men nonsense, where the timelines are so messed up and the worlds are so messed up. You don't know where anything belongs, you know? And
here's the other thing that I don't like about this. Morbius feeds he drinks blood through his hands. Okay. In the comics, at least, he has like these little like suction things in his hands. Yeah. That's how he draws blood. I did not see this at all. It looked like he was just drinking blood like a normal vampire.
But you notice though, it's more mainstream. He's a vampire. It'd be too much work, I guess, for the layman to explain. Oh, he's doing it through his hands. Oh, that's lame. That's not what vampires do. They did creative differences. I mean,
my counter to that is sparkly vampires. Like, come on, that was a thing in the past.
But that was something they added to the regular mythos. You know what I'm saying? Those sparkly vampires still drunk blood through biting, like usual. They just added that too. But this is changing the concept of how they feed. I don't think the layman would be so readily acceptable of that as they do. Okay, well, vampires, fine, they don't burn up in the sunlight. This time instead they sparkle, you know, but in the end, they still react to the sunlight. You see what I'm saying? In some kind of way. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's Rachel. So what do you think? What do you think of the trailer?
Considering what we had before, it wasn't really much to go on. This it makes it a lot more interesting to see.
You're right. I agree.
It definitely entices me more, grasps my attention more. I mean, I was gonna see this anyways because Morbius was one of my favorite characters growing up because I like to suck on things. I mean, the battle between
the first step to recovery is admitting it.
The battles between Morbius and Blade were like a very big thing back in the day when I was growing up in the comic books, because you got the vampire hunter and the who's half vampire, and then you have this guy who's like a weird vampire, you know, battling it out or whatever in the same universe. So I hope with the revamp that they're gonna do with Blade crosses Fangs, I guess, with Morbius here. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I dig him more than I dig him as Joker. That's for sure. So, I agree. The trailer is intriguing. It's got I don't know, vampire Dracula meets Batman Begins meets something else feel Venom? To it. Not even, but you know, the only problem I have with this is can we get a superhero movie with a male protagonist that doesn't have the obligatory love interest? Can we not? I know why they're doing it. This comic movie is for the guys. The romantic interest is for the ladies that the guys bring with them. I get it. But can we not and say we did? I'm just so over the whole it's a superhero or it's an anti-hero and he's got a love interest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of that. You know who didn't have a love interest? Blade. Blade didn't have a love interest in 1, 2, or 3.
He kind of did.
Who?
In the first one, he kind of had a thing with the girl.
No, he didn't.
No, he did.
He didn't.
He mistook her. It was a mommy issue. That's what it was. She was dying, and then he remembered his mommy.
Right, but he didn't like her like that. She might have liked him, and I don't know what happened to her in the sequels. But Blade did not have an obligatory love interest. It was just his thing, and it worked. Can we please stop with the needless, obligatory love interest? We didn't need it in Doctor Strange. We don't need it in Dr. Morbius. We don't need it. It's unnecessary. It just is. I'm telling you right now that this female in the movie, she's gonna be inconsequential to the story. Maybe she'll be the one to bring back his humanity. Okay, Morbius, don't. Come on.
Probably.
You know, it's just not necessary. You know, it isn't unless she's integral to the plot, not damsel in distress. Integral to the plot. She worked on it. She injected him. She gets the powers too. She's the bad guy. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? When I saw her pop, I'm like, no. Guy has girl. Guy loses girl. Guy's got to get girl, but guy can't be with girl because he's got powers. Can we not? All right, I'm done.
Yeah, guy can't get with girl because he'll kill her.
Yeah, exactly. Can we not? Can we not? Just can we not? Anywho, all right. So moving on to this article comes from Gizmodo.com. Patty Jenkins' Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie has been delayed. Oh no. The first Star Wars spinoff since Solo: A Star Wars Story. I'm sorry. Was set to hit theaters in 2023 in the form of Rogue Squadron, a tale from a galaxy far, far away. The most elite fighters band helmed by Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins, which I'm not thrilled about because if she's writing this, it's going to be terrible. Now the Rogues have been grounded. It's going to take a while for us to see when they might take flight again. The Hollywood Reporter has word that Jenkins, tied up in other movie commitments, including the third Wonder Woman movie, really, at Warner Brothers, and a Cleopatra project for Paramount, has been forced to delay plans for a Star Wars movie with the writer Matthew Robinson. It was set to be to pre-productions ahead of filming in 2020. While the movie is no longer released in 2023, Disney and Lucasfilm have pulled it from the future schedule. In other words, it's not happening. Clearly not happening. So
Jesus,
that's why. No, because I wanted to see the Rogue Squadron books were really good. They were really good. I used to read them when I was a kid.
I just I don't know, man. Like I'm
because Rogue Squadron technically could be a sequel to Rogue One. Technically, it really could.
Yeah, I watched all of them, and I wasn't a fan of Solo and Rogue One.
Rogue One grew on me. I won't lie. I won't tell the other Geek Bros this, but I like Rogue One now. No, seriously, I like Rogue One now. I like it a lot. I'll watch Rogue One. I will. Solo, I'll play it in the background. I will. But Rogue One has grown on me, especially that 45-minute bombastic third act, just glore fest. It's beautiful. Okay, come on. That episode, that movie made my oldest son cry. He got in his feels when all the protagonists died. All of them. So
yeah, I know.
It's because of that movie is the only reason why I'm curious about Andor, which I think is one of the dumbest Star Wars Disney Plus shows they could have created, because there was nothing. I mean, there was nothing compelling about his character. But so, and it's funny because he's gonna have to look younger than he did in the movie, and he's older now. Mm-hmm. So, good luck with that. But I'm disappointed because I really wanted to see. I was curious about this, but we'll see. But I think this delay means it's canceled completely. I think Star Wars won't be back on the big screen for 5-6 years. I'm telling you guys right now, and hopefully, and they're putting all their money in the Mandalorian verse. That's what they're doing. All their money is going to the Mandalorian verse, because the Mandalorian is the first thing that has universal appeal since The Force Awakens, and that was years ago. That's just me. Don't come for me.
I mean, that's for them, sure. I mean, we'll see what the hell they do with Boba Fett, but who knows?
Well, I mean, the Book of Boba Fett looks good. It looks good, and it's going to have a lot of goodwill from the Mandalorian. So I'm not concerned about that. Even if it's a crappy show, it's still going to have a lot of goodwill from the Mandalorian. All right, we're going to move on to the next topic, also coming from Gizmodo.com. Black Panther Wakanda Forever shuts down production until 2022. The upcoming sequel and recently delayed Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever, has been shut down its productions. Actor Leticia Wright, who plays T'Challa's genius sister, Shuri, gorgeous, was previously reported to have a vocal anti-COVID stance on set.
This one.
She suffered an injury while filming that was pretty severe to warrant everything going into stasis through the remainder of 2021, i.e., bitch, you better get your vaccine or else you see what will happen to you. Somebody Nancy Kerrigan her ass.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
That's what I said. Nancy Kerrigan.
You won't get that vaccine, son.
No, that's right. Boom.
So breaking bones,
that's unfortunate. Wright got hurt shooting a sequence involving a stunt rig. At the time, Marvel Studios said the injury wouldn't impact production, but well, here we are. So Wright has since gone to London to recover, while the production continued to shoot around her character's absence in the last 2 months as much as they could with the hiatus. So that's the end of that. Of course, it's not going to be canceled. Black Panther was a hit for them, and I don't know what they're going to do about Chadwick Boseman. I am not opposed to them CGIing him. I'm not opposed to it.
No,
I'm not opposed to it. Why? Because just honor him, honor his character. I mean, don't kill him, but let him just say, okay, well, I'm the king. I got stuff to do. Somebody else can be Black Panther, and CGI somebody that just sits there every once in a while and nods his head or says a few words. Get in that voice actor. Don't kill his character. Don't kill his character, or do it there, or the Rise of Skywalker him. Find some old footage, use it, CG it in there, but keep him alive and keep his memory alive with his everything, because I think he deserves that, to live, to be immortalized. Do it. Don't Paul Walker him, where they just like play lip service. Let him be there. I think so. That's just me. So that's it for the Cure for Your Common Day. We're going on to open mic.
Open mic.
Okay. These are all yours. So except for the last one, hit it.
It's just a trailer for the Lost in Space.
I've never seen any of I've never seen any of the seasons, so that's why I'm not going to react to it, because I wouldn't care. So you can talk about what you saw and what you liked and what's jacking up your steam.
So, I very vaguely remember this because it's been so long. Listen, no, because it was on there, okay, and hold on, lost it. It was on there, and I was like, oh, that's something that I haven't watched in like a very long time. I kind of forgot about it. I thought it was one of those shows.
Strange.
Yeah, I thought it was one of those shows that literally got canceled, on a low low, because that's what Netflix does. So when I saw that they were coming out with a season 3, and I was like, oh, okay, so now I have to rewatch everything because I forgot everything. But I was hoping that I wasn't the only one. That's how I feel about
Expanse.
There you go.
The Expanse. It takes so long for the series to come out. I don't remember shit. I gotta watch the whole thing over again to care.
Yeah, The Expanse was a good show though.
Hell yeah.
So let me just put it to you this way. Season 2 of Lost in Space premiered December 24th, 2019.
Damn.
We're going into 2022.
That is a long lead.
That's why I said I thought this was one of those low-key got rid of shows until I saw it, and I was like, holy shit. So I like the show. This family, I can't even remember. The Robinsons family, actually, there you go. This is Will Robinson. That's the only one. That's the only name that I can remember because the robot.
Danger Will Robinson. Danger Will Robinson.
But the Robinson family basically is a team of explorers and scientists that explored space to colonize and save, the human race and such and such and such and such and such.
Colonize that dog.
But so. After they crash landed into an alien planet, the Robinson family fights against all odds to survive and escape. It's pretty much in the first season. They're surrounded by hidden dangers. Season 2, basically, they colonize whatever the planet it is. They find other survivors. They begin colonizing, and I believe something happens where the world was on the brink of destruction. I don't really remember. Again, this was 2.5 years ago.
So why is this on open mic?
Because again, I thought I would not be the only one that saw the series. Apparently, I am, because I'm the only asshole that has time. Apparently, I don't know.
Let's back it up. You hoped you weren't the only one. You knew that this podcast was going to be dos. So
listen,
what did you expect?
I just thought,
you knew it was gonna be
first of all, no one even spoke about this series prior to today. So I didn't know if you saw it. I didn't know if anybody else saw it.
You didn't want to. Okay, but forget anybody else. You knew that this podcast episode was gonna be dos. Uno, dos.
Okay, right.
Maybe
but
you said
I had a 50-50 shot. I had a 50-50 shot.
You could have had a 100% shot by just saying, "Hey, have you seen Lost in Space?" No. He rolled the dice for no reason.
I did.
I get it.
I
get it. If it was Full House, if it was all 4 or 5 of us, and you're like, okay, well, one of us watched the series. You knew it was just me. All you had to do was send a simple text. My man, have you seen Lost in Space? I'd have been like, no. You'd be like, all right, cool.
Oh man. Okay, well,
you rolled the dice for no reason.
Lost in Space.
He works in a casino. That's why he likes playing the odds. That's what
I do. I try. I literally wrote casino. Shit. Lost in Space season 3 is supposed to premiere December 1st.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
I have to watch it all again to catch up, because again, this has been 2.5 years of silence.
2.5 years and absolutely nothing.
Vibe should watch it. I'm just gonna put him out there. You should watch it.
Why?
Because if you like The Expanse, there's no reason why you didn't like this. Did you even try watching it?
Yeah, I watched half the first episode and I said nope. Turned it right off. Dude, I'll try again. I'm gonna tell you like my mother always tells me, and we've actually said this on the podcast. You have to get through at least 3 episodes before you can say, That sounds like you have to convince yourself. By that time, you're brainwashed to continue watching the show. Most shows catch me in the first
pilot
episode.
Right? That's what the pilots are for. But for some stupid reason, in recent years, the pilot episode is always the worst one, and I never know why. I mean, look at Love, Death, and Robots. The first episodes were the second season was of the second season.
That's the second season. You already got your audience.
Right, but I'm saying in the
look at
second
Star Wars
season,
Vision. Like, Star Wars Vision, the very first one was the best.
First episode, and then the rest of it was crap, which we'll get to later on. But still, okay, in a lot of these shows, the first episodes is supposed to be the one that grasps you, but it's not like that. And I don't understand why they do that. Maybe like that's a twist. It's like, hey, we'll show a really crappy first episode to get people somewhat interested, or be like, hey, let's give it a second chance. And then bam, second or third episode, we'll reel them in. But I like this. I do suggest that you watch it. I enjoyed it. So
okay,
I will watch the 3rd season when it comes out.
I will check it out. And of course, if I don't, I mean, I can't guarantee anything, guys, but he definitely will give you guys a review for season 3 after you watch season 1 and season 2. No, no guarantees for me. Expectations from Disney Plus Day.
So Disney Plus Day. I had it up.
D23.com.
Did it come up? D23.com. Okay. There's a lot of things going on. Disney Plus Day, first of all, is this coming Friday, November 12th. All subscribers will have access to content new and old, or just newly streamed, I should say, such as Shang-Chi, Jungle Cruise, a new movie, Home Sweet Home Alone, which is supposed to be like a newer version of Home Alone, whatever. New series shorts called Olaf Presents, who Olaf is the snowman from Frozen. Other Disney shorts such as Ciao Alberto, which includes characters from their Pixar movie Luca, which I didn't watch. My daughters watched it, but I can't say too much about it. A new Simpsons short, 5 episodes of season 2 of The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna watch that just because, and I'm gonna drink so heavily during that. If not, get some acid from Dark Flex.
Did you watch the first season?
No, I never heard this before.
Okay, so Disney owns National Geographic. That's part of the deal that they have with Disney Plus. So there's National Geographic shows on Disney Plus, including The World According to Jeff Goldblum. I've been told this is an interesting show to watch. I have yet to watch it because I'm not really a Nat Geo person.
You're watching that with me. Hold on. Me and you with the camera set up with hookah and drinks. We're watching. At least we're gonna watch a few episodes and record this and put this out as just something. Geek Bros presents two dudes watching Jeff Goldblum. Okay, this has to be done here with drinks and hookah. All the drinks, and we have to record this and just drop it on the YouTube channel. Check that out. That's coming soon because I never heard this before, and I just thinking about it is hilarious. And I'm pretty sure you could turn this into a drinking game. There's some way somehow.
So do you have Disney Plus?
I do.
So one of the original, because their content was very minimal in the beginning.
Right.
One of the original series that they had was this show. So I saw it flipping through everything before they made their little, this is Star Wars, this is Pixar, this is, because everything, remember, was all in one.
Oh, umbrella. Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, remember, I got it just for the Mandalorian. So Mandalorian was the big thing, and so I didn't see anything else but Mandalorian. So
that's all I got it for too, was for the Mandalorian. And then I was like, oh, okay, they got this. Oh, okay, they got that. And then they just kind of revamped everything.
Yeah.
Changed their UI, and then they had everything. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I like UI.
So
all right.
Yeah, I like eyes too. So so to continue, so the first 5 episodes of season 2 of The World According to Jeff Goldblum, there's also going to be a special that depicts Boba Fett and his origins and legacy, a special celebration. What?
No, I'm listening.
A special celebration of the MCU as we know it, and a look to its future, which obviously will be fully packed of news, trailers, and other such
and delays.
Stuff.
All the delays.
Yeah. And all the delays that come with it.
All the delays. The future of MCU is delayed.
Also, there is Dope Sick, which is going to be released.
Your background is so fucking bright. Oh my God, that white, that is airplane tarmac white. Oh my God.
You're right.
Jesus
I didn't like it.
Christ.
I should have gotten the other one. Hold on.
Woo, keep going. No, keep going. We got 10 minutes, dog.
Hold on. I got this.
The background is not important. Keep it going.
So there's also Dope Sick, which is a documentary that Michael Keaton created, that depicts the opioid pandemic and everybody that was responsible. It outs everybody for this pandemic. I heard great reviews about it. I have yet to watch it. It is currently streaming on Hulu.
What is it called?
Which is Dope Sick.
Okay.
Like, yo, that's dope and you're sick. Dope Sick. So it is currently streaming on Hulu, which is owned by Disney Plus.
Oh, majority owned.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. But internationally, Dope Sick will be released. Subscribers will also have access to breaking news, first looks, new trailers, exclusive clips, and appearances from Disney Plus creators and stars. Again, this is happening this coming Friday, November 12th, which we can only speculate what's going to happen, such as maybe them talking about some of these. Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. Some of these shows and movies, such as She-Hulk, Hawkeye. What is this? This is Andor, right? Yeah, this is Andor. Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and this right here that I'm covering is the Obi-Wan
Which I don't know why they're using that as the screenshot, but okay.
So we're hoping that these are some of the things they're going to discuss and talk about, trailers and news and whatnot.
I don't care about any of it, but I don't care about any of it, but Obi-Wan.
I want to see what's going on here.
Why?
Actually,
if they make She-Hulk just a woman painted green, a la what they did with that one orc in the Warcraft movie, I'm not gonna watch the series. I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not.
We can only. I'll watch it for the sake of.
I can't because it's gonna look stupid.
It probably will. Yeah, I'll probably watch the first 3 episodes and go that far.
There's no way they're gonna be able to make a She-Hulk series where they're gonna have the main character CGI'd in every episode. Correct.
Let's watch the first 3 episodes and then give it and then give our take on it. How's that sound?
All right.
I'm more concerned of this right here, Moon Knight.
But wasn't he in the Eternals? His character's in the Eternals, the movie, right? Yeah, they said his character. Yeah, his character was in the Eternals. They're spinning him off into his own series. He's in the Eternals, allegedly. I think. I don't know. Listen. Speaking of the Eternals, I've heard up and down stuff with that. Well, let's move on. Are we done with this one? We can move on to the next thing real quick.
Sure.
Fantastic. Mattel wanted its remote workers to be okay with regular surprise visits from the boss. This article comes from Gizmodo.com. Toymaker Mattel has removed language from a remote job description for its American Girl brand that said select employees would be subject to periodic unplanned visits from supervisors during work shifts. However, that was far from the only requirement that was raising eyebrows. The posting for the seasonal customer service home agents who processes customer orders on the phone gained traction in recent days after screenshots of the outrageous requirements were shared on social media. Besides unplanned visits from the boss, the job also required select employees to work in a closed door area with no distractions, provide their own high-speed internet, and be free from the caretaking of others. So, and I kind of get that. If you're working from home, you should have your own internet. You should not be distracted, and you shouldn't be taking care of somebody. I get that part. I mean, we have people at my current location that work from home, and yeah, they need to have their own internet that's approved by the company, and they would prefer it if you did not have anybody at home. They do, because it's really what's the word? Unprofessional.
Unprofessional.
Because if you were working in the office, you wouldn't be able to take care of anybody, kids, grandparents, none of that. So, because you're at work. So I don't think that's outrageous whatsoever. You're at home, you should be working. That's it. But the unplanned
that's some bullshit
from the boss.
That's some bullshit.
Why? I understand if you are not making the numbers, they come by and say, hey, listen, or they tell you to come to the office. But to show up at your house, why?
Can you imagine just doing like a call center type deal?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're doing one of these. Thank you for calling, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, someone's at my door? Yeah, no one's there. Yes, I can help you with all of your yeah, okay, yeah. And then you go to the door and you're like half naked. But again, you're doing a call center thing, so you don't really see anybody. Exactly. And then he shows up and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, could you imagine?
Why are you out of uniform?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be in pajamas all day. I'd be cooking something while doing my job. I mean, you shouldn't, but I would. But the unplanned, that's just weird. And I don't know why you have to be okay with surprise visits from boss. That's really, really weird. But I mean, but all the other things that they required, I'm totally on board with. I absolutely agree. I just don't agree with the whole surprise arrival. But then again, at the same time, if you're working from the office, you never know when your boss is going to walk around the corner to see what you're doing. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I think it's the wording that's off, you know, but I don't know. What do you think? Would you accept a job like this?
I'd be okay with the whole, you know, checking everything else. But the fact that the boss shows up to your house, listen, man, like that's my privacy, man. Like especially like you said,
the company time, there is no expectation of privacy on company time.
right, on company time, but that's definitely clashing with the fact that you're in your home. Because
when you're working from home, your home becomes company property and time on the clock. Let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable. But then that's what you're signing up for.
No.
I would be fine with it. I'll be real with you. I would be fine with it. Just for the opportunity to work from home. I want to try it out. You know, I just want to try it out. I really do. So I'd be okay with it because I have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? I don't either, but I know me. When I'm working. And if you show up, what you're gonna see is me in my pajamas. You may or may not be smelling BO. I'm not sure. It depends on how many times I take a shower. I have no idea. I'm just saying.
At a certain time of day, it's always 5 o'clock.
It's always 5 o'clock. But other than that, of course, I'm saying this in jest. But what would you see? You would see me in pajamas. Pretty much it. I would live, eat, and breathe in pajamas all day, every day. Pajamas,
slippers.
Not even slippers. Barefoot in pajamas.
I'd be in a shortcut robe.
You'd be lucky if I had a shirt on when you show up, okay? Because it's not required to do my job over the phone. So
I'd be in a shortcut robe with my my pipe.
Oh, I love that. I love it.
I'm throwing product synergy out there.
I know you are. You guys don't know what we're talking about, but All right, Star Wars Visions, Episode 5, The Ninth Jedi. The daughter of a lightsaber smith is pursued by dark forces while on a dangerous mission to deliver newly crafted lightsabers. Let's talk about this. This was awful until it wasn't. Okay? Spoilers. This was awful, okay, until the twist.
Yeah, the twist was probably like, the twist was like, oh shit.
Dude, when I say that I was watching this and I was like zoning out, all of a sudden I was like, what the fuck? Where did all this Sith come from? And because it's funny because they play it off as a bunch of Jedi looking for a smith who's going to give them new lightsabers. And they're like, well, this is going to be a test because the smith, the messenger, he looks like a Sith, and the messenger ended up not being a Sith, and everyone but one of the Jedi looking for the smith were all Sith, except for one of them.
Two.
No, one of them. Two
of them, because the big guy, remember he had what's his name, the Smith or whoever, the guy who organized them together was like, hey, remember who you are. And he's like, oh man, I'm sorry, their darkness corrupted me.
Right. Two of them. He started with he started as one. But what I didn't what I didn't like was that whole translucent lightsaber thing they had going on. And
that was dumb.
It was dumb, but also she's untrained and has no skill. How did they not cut her down in seconds? How did she survive fighting trained Sith
lords,
masters or lords? How wasn't she cut down immediately?
Yeah,
that's the only thing I was rolling my eyes the entire time saying she should be dead. She should be dead. She should be dead.
So the only interesting point to this episode was that twist. Everything else was garbage. You could have literally said anything else you wanted on the episode. Nothing would have mattered. The sky was falling. Didn't matter.
I'd like to say that my youngest just got called back from Dairy Queen and he got the job.
No. Yes.
You got the what?
Congratulations.
Oh, sorry. He's got the interview to get the job. He's got an interview.
Well,
so that's a good point.
I don't see why they wouldn't hire.
You said at 1 p.m. On when?
Thursday.
You have school.
Thursday.
How are you going to get there?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're on podcast. Get out the way. You the man. Told you. That's it. So it looks like my youngest is going to get himself a job. So yeah, I'll probably Uber him there and go. So he's gonna go and he's gonna rock it out because he's a Henriquez. He's a Greg Henriquez, and we know how to secure meaningless jobs. All right. So yeah, anything else you wanted to say about this before we move on to the question of the day? Because we actually have to move on to another podcast.
Yes, we do. The only thing I have to say about this episode was that the only thing that was interesting was the plot twist. Everything else was garbage. You could have just said blah 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 all around that part, and it wouldn't have mattered. The plot twist was the only interest, and then that was it.
And once it popped up, I was like,
this episode should have been named
What a twist.
The interesting in the middle, or something to that effect.
Yeah,
that was it.
It's true. It's true. It was blah, but then it was blah until it wasn't. So, I mean, so check it out. We should check it out. So, finally, question of the day: is it right to consider Michael Myers of Halloween Kills homophobic? And my answer is yes, because isn't everything homophobic now?
So, there's a new show called The God's Honest Truth on Comedy Central with Charlemagne the God, who is from The Breakfast Club, who's done numerous other things. New York radio station, The Beat. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, 103.5 The Beat is what we have down here.
Yep.
And they have it. There, he mentioned, and it was an article that I cannot remember where it came from, but apparently there's been a widespread nonsense conversation about Michael Myers killing a gay couple in the movie. Therefore, he's homophobic.
So he's an equal opportunist. He kills gays and heterosexuals and blacks and women. So what?
So this conversation I just wanted to bring up because I wanted to just ask people how they feel about how Hollywood depicts, thriller movies when it comes to who gets killed first or who gets killed overall.
But I thought they wanted equal opportunities to be treated the same as all of us.
Well, so, this is the funny part.
Killed the gay people.
Well, this is the funny part. So Charlemagne the God says, if anything is to be true about murders or serial killers in movies or whatever, it's usually always the black person that gets killed first in horror movies, but no one dignifies them as racists, the killers. And then when they kill all the other white people and the Spanish people and everybody else,
a trope. The black guy dies first, right?
So no one says anything about that. So if anything that this actually shows is progress, because now the LGBT community has been involved in killings.
Yes. But also it shows that the LGBTQ community are very, very, very sensitive.
Yeah. And that's the sad part.
Because I don't remember any black guy getting up there, or any Black Lives Matter about black people being killed first. It's so much of a trope. It's a joke. It's a cultural joke now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember there be any outrage from black people. Why are we gonna die first? So now you're upset because you got killed and he's homophobic because he killed you. If he only killed gay people, that's homophobic.
Right.
If he's killing gay people and black people and women, which I know this because I've seen some clips, then he's an equal opportunist serial killer.
Exactly.
Why are you focusing on this? Is what I'm talking about. That you're looking for something to complain about. You're looking for something.
Everybody has a voice and needs to be heard.
Man, I swear to God, if he saw the gay couple and intentionally did not kill the gay couple, they would still say something.
Of course.
Guaranteed. Well,
of course.
Well, why didn't he kill the gay couple? Why did he say, we're not worth his blade? Come on.
Now he's biased.
Why? Now he's biased. That's why he thinks that we're not worth it.
He's full of toxic masculinity. He's been chasing after his sister for so long.
I don't even know why you put this. Why you even put this on our friggin' list? Because this is stupid.
That's why. Because it is a stupid conversation about a movie, a fictional character at that. This is a fictional character. This is a made-up person, and some idiots on the wrong side of freaking the society decided to pick a name and pick and choose a stupid battle that shouldn't have even been brought up in the first place. So that's what I'm saying. Question of the day is, can this actually be true? No.
If I was anybody, if I was a director, I would go on like IG Live and be like, really? Really? And that's it. And just click off. I'd be canceled, don't get me wrong. But this, my dear, sweet fairies of the LGBTQ community, stop it.
You need something else to argue with.
Just stop it. Now this is becoming absurd. I don't know who's doing it with you guys, but somebody's co-opting your movement and making you guys look really stupid. Stop it. There's greater things to argue. It's like I tell my kids, I tell my friends, I tell everybody, pick and choose your battles. And if you're gonna pick a battle, make sure it is worth it. This
pick something
is not
that makes
worth
sense.
it.
Something
This
that makes
is
sense.
not worth it. Especially,
this is stupid.
it's so stupid. And that being said, I am so done with this episode. Shameless promotion, sir, before we get moving on.
All right, I am Man on Facebook and YouTube, and ManMan17093 on IG. Where am I? Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, something else. Yeah, that's it.
I like it. All right, I'm Vibe. You can check me out at Vibe Studios, VIBEREV Studios. That's Geek Bros. That's Instagram, Twitter, vibestudios.com, where you can see a whole bunch of stuff there. Of course, Facebook and YouTube. It's all there. It's Vibe Studios, VIB. Just Google it. You'll find everything. Pinterest, it's all there. So for us, the Geek Bros, whatever there is left of us, it's GEKBR0s. That's Geek Bros with a 0. GEKBR0s. That's Twitter and Instagram. At yahoo.com. GEKBR0s at yahoo.com. Of course, Facebook, where actually most of the stuff is going on there whenever they contribute. Facebook.com. That's Geek Bros with a 0. WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place. Thank you, Mike. To this beautiful podcast. And of course, YouTube.com/Vibe Studios to see the video recap. So that's it for Keepin' the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.